Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host this evening. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving. Some of you, I hear, had checked out the movie quiz last week and played Hanksgiving 2.0. Thanks to those of you who checked out that very fun game last week. And we're glad you've joined us here tonight. This evening, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia, and you can get your team signed up by coming to this here website. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. When you get to the website, you're going to notice we're looking for some basic sign-up details from you. This includes a team name, an email address, and then you're going to find a drop-down menu that asks you, are you in the league? Are you not in the league? You're welcome to play with us here tonight, regardless of your league status. This week, everybody, is the final week of our current league season 56, which means that next week, 1 week from today, you can join us for our virtual championship in which we will crown a winning team from this season. After our most recent game, which was not last week, but the week before that, here are where our top teams stand. So we'll update the scores based on tonight's scores. But right now, things are very exciting. We have a tie in the top spot between 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and we drink and we know things. Very, very well played. A great season for both teams. These are the top 7 scores, which is what we take into account here when we're tabulating the standings. And rounding out that 10th spot, we've got Ballad of the Homeschooled Boys. Well done to those 3 teams and all of the others who are in the top 10 here tonight. Hope you play with us next week. You should have gotten an email today from our commissioner, Joey. Please respond to it so that we know whether or not you will be in attendance next week and we can figure out who are the winners of this current season. If you missed it, come on over, get your team signed up for tonight's game by coming to this website. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. We want everybody to play with us. Maybe you just found out that this game exists right now. That is great. We want you here. Come play. This is a fully interactive virtual answer sheet, and this evening we will be playing 4 rounds of trivia in any sort of topic. Our first 3 categories are going to be question and answer style rounds that each have 10 questions in them. Then we're going to close out the game with a picture round. The picture round has 10 images in it. The majority of the quiz are those question and answer style rounds. And here's how the game is going to work. As I ask you a question, it will pop up directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. So that means you will be able to see the questions as I'm asking them. Some of those questions may have multiple choice options. Others of them are going to be short answer in nature. Maybe all of them tonight are short answer questions. In fact, it is your job to enter in the response that you believe to be correct. And then please click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Yes, there is a countdown timer for all of the questions in these first 3 rounds. So be careful, keep an eye out for it, and always click submit answers before the time runs out. Let's say you have some time left on the timer and you're like, oh my goodness, our answer's wrong. I'm going to change it. Please, by all means, change your response. Just make sure you click submit answers again so that we receive your updated response. In the event that you spell anything incorrectly, don't worry too much about it. I am able to see what you put as your response, and I'll do my very best to make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hi. Welcome. Hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving. I am Meredith. I will be your trivia host tonight. Get your team signed up for the game this evening by coming to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. That is your fully interactive virtual answer sheet. After those first 3 question and answer rounds, we'll close out the game tonight with the picture round. That round is structured a bit differently than our first 3 categories of the evening, and I will walk you all through the specifics of it when we get there. Why talk about it now? It's just a waste of our time. I do have 2 rules for the game tonight. Our most important rule: please don't cheat. No cheating in trivia. It defeats the purpose of what we're doing here tonight. If you question, is what I'm doing cheating? It probably is. Don't look things up in any way, shape, or form. That's what we ask of you here. Rule number 2, don't give away the answers in the chat. We welcome you to participate in the chat. Great to hear from you all. How was your Thanksgiving? Let me know. Did you eat some turkey? Neither did I. I would love to hear about it. Let me know. And just don't give away the answers. That's really it. Before we dive into our first round of the game, this is your last opportunity to get signed up this evening. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, enter in a team name and email address. Let us know if you are or are not a part of the league, and then click that button that says sign me up to play. And this evening, you are going to be joining an elite group of trivia super fans from our first team to get signed up this evening. Pieced it together. Hello, pieced it together. Down to our most recent sign up. Hi there. Well, hi there to both of those teams and every team in between. Best of luck on the quiz tonight. Let's do it, everybody. Round number 1 this evening. It is in the category of get schooled. School, your keyword in round 1. Here we go, round 1. Question number 1. What is the name of the business school at the University of Pennsylvania? I'm sorry to say they did get more specific than calling it the Penn Business School. If you put Wharton School of Business, you got that point for number 1. A good start with 88% of you getting that one correct. Question number 2. In the Harry Potter universe, what rival school of Hogwarts takes its name from a German artistic movement that translates to mean storm and stress? The German artistic movement is Sturm und Drang, which gave way to that school in the Harry Potter universe called Durmstrang. Durmstrang Institute, your correct answer for number 2. A bit of a tougher question, but 59% of you got it right. Question number three. What is the last name of the Italian physician born in 1870 who advanced an educational method that places an emphasis on hands on learning experience over formal grades? Hands on learning experience more important than formal grades. It's a Montessori school, as in Maria Montessori, the Italian physician and teacher. Question number four. Fill in the blanks. The school at the center of the X-Men universe is Xavier's School for blank blank. It was a tough one here. Most teams knew that it was gifted something. The second word is youngsters. Gifted youngsters. Well done to that 46% of you who are X-Men super fans. Good job. Our next question here, number five. What HBCU in Atlanta, Georgia, was established in 1881 as a seminary for women and has notable alumni like civil rights activist Marian Wright Edelman and politician Stacey Abrams? Name that school. That HBCU, of which Marian Wright Edelman and Stacey Abrams are alumni, is Spelman. Spelman College is your correct answer for number five. 54% of you got that one correct. Our sixth question in this Get Schooled themed round. What Renaissance artist painted himself into the crowd gathered around Aristotle and Plato in his work, The School of Athens? You got some Ninja Turtles to pick from. I've got an answer for you all for question number 6. The School of Athens, painted by Raphael. Raphael, your correct answer there. 49% of you got that one right. Nidhogg has seen it. Couldn't remember. Hope you got it correct. Our next question in round 1. Question 7. What U.S. state is home to the most Ivy League schools? Most Ivy League schools are only one per state, but if you come to New York, you will find both Columbia and Cornell. 78% of you got that one right, which is 32 teams this evening. Well played. Question number 8. Fill in the blank. Quoth the Raven, blank Academy, a private school for monstrous outcasts, is the setting for the Netflix series Wednesday. Quoth the Raven, nevermore, nevermore, Academy. Your correct answer for number 8. Sorry, not Edgar Allan Poe Academy, though. Really good guess. Number 9, a former faculty member of the Iowa Writers Workshop is what novelist of The Plot Against America and Portnoy's Complaint? The Plot Against America, as well as Portnoy's Complaint, are both by Philip Roth. Roth, your correct response for number 9. That does bring us to our final question of round number 1. Question number 10. What fictional character from an 1818 novel attends the University of Ingolstadt, where he studies chemistry and performs experiments with electricity in the hopes of reanimating the dead? We are so close to having a social with this one. Oh my goodness, at the last moment, the one team that had it incorrect chimed in with a new and correct answer. It is Frankenstein, as in Dr. Victor Frankenstein. We've got a social, everybody. That brings us to the end of our first round of the game. Let's check in with our standings thus far. We've got a tie in 8th place with 9 points. Gravy on, my wayward son. The Rubber Yolks, We Drink and We Know Things 12, J and J, Kim Jung Kardashian, Why Not Zoidberg, and Team 578. And tied for the lead right now, these teams have perfect scores, 10 for 10. We Drink and We Know Things, 22, 17, and 69. Jackash Incorporated, the Quizlamic State, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. Let's move into our second round of the game. But first, did you know that we host private events? If you're looking for a way to celebrate the holidays with your friends, family, or coworkers, consider bringing us along for a fun trivia game or some other sort of interactive event. We'd love to be a part of it, and you can reach out to me personally. I coordinate these events at that email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. If you live in New York City, we can do things in person. If you live in another part of the country, we could put together a virtual or hybrid event. Love to hear from you. Reach out to me, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Our second round tonight is in the category of That's Wild. That's wild. Wild, your keyword in this round. Here is question number 1. What sketch comedy and battle rap improv game show that debuted in 2005 is created and hosted by Nick Cannon? The show, I believe, continues to air on VH1 to this day. Switch networks at some point. It was on MTV. It's called Wild and Out. Wild and Out, your correct response for question number 1. How'd you do? Let's see. Coming your way. I clicked the reveal answers button and it hasn't gone yet. And I'm afraid I clicked it too many times. Something weird could happen. 76% of you got it right. We're in the clear. Here's question 2. Having gone extinct in the early 1900s, tarpons were a wild breed of what kind of animal? Tarpon. What kind of animal? Proving to be a tough question. Should have given you all some multiple choice options. You had the whole animal kingdom at your disposal. But 14 teams guessed correctly or are familiar with the long lost tarpon, which are wild horses. They were horses. Question number three. Making way for the Wild West, who was president of the United States during the Louisiana Purchase in 1803? The fourth president of the United States, who was in office between 1801 and 1809, it's Thomas Jefferson, or as one team wrote, Thomas Jefferson, of course. Yeah, you're right. It was 66% of you coming in with a correct answer there. Here's question number four in our That's Wild themed round. Wild Mouse is a steel roller coaster located in what Pennsylvania theme park, which was established in 1906 by a chocolatier? We did it, everybody. We have another social on our hands. Wild Mouse, a part of Hershey Park. Well done. Question number five. Who wrote the memoir Wild From Lost to Found on the Pacific Crest Trail, which was later adapted into a movie starring Reese Witherspoon? Sorry to say it's not by Grizzly Adams, Elle Woods, or Weiss Witherspoon. But if you put Cheryl Strayed, you got that point for number five. A tough one, but 44% of you got that one right. Our sixth question in this round. Finish the lyrics to the song Wild Thing by the Trogs. Here they are. Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything blank. You make everything groovy. Groovy, your correct answer for number 6. Honestly, I gotta say, didn't know that that's what they were saying there. Now I do. Number 7, reuniting Catherine Tate and David Tennant. Wild Blue Yonder is the title of the second of 3 2023 specials in what sci-fi series? Donna Noble is back with the Doctor. It's Doctor Who. Doctor Who, your correct response for number 7. Question number 8. What Nickelodeon cartoon centered around the character Eliza traveling the world with her unusual family as her parents made wildlife films? That Nicktoon was called The Wild Thornberries. Wild Thornberries, your correct answer for number 8. Starring in The Wild Thornberries as the patriarch of the family, Nigel Thornberry, is none other than
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Tim Curry. You've just been Tim Curried, everybody. There he is down there in the corner, Nigel Thornberry in his safari gear. Tim Curry, our theme of the season. Next week, during our virtual championship, we will say a soft farewell to being Tim Curried and introduce a new theme for season 57. It's been real, Tim. Our next question in this round, number 9. The whiskey brand Wild Turkey has been referenced in literary works like Stephen King's It, Hunter S. Thompson's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and what David Foster Wallace novel in which it is filmmaker James Incandenza's drink of choice. Name that David Foster Wallace novel. That David Foster Wallace novel is called Infinite Jest. Infinite Jest is your correct answer for number 9. Jai Halal in the chat saying, would like to get to know our teams better. I love this. I also have been thinking that because you all get to see me every single week, but I don't get to see all of you. And I want to know you all a little bit better. I was thinking next season that it might be fun to have a featured player from a team each week. Not to say you'd be on the camera or anything, but if anyone's interested, I think I'm going to make a little survey of just 3 questions. And you can email me with your answers. And then if you want to send a photo or something, we could get to know you and we can feature that once each week. So I'll put a little something together for season 57. Looking forward to meeting so many of you. Hopefully, I hope you're down to be a part of that. Our final question in this round. Yes, I want to see pictures of your pets, of course. Here's number 10. What Irish actress who is nominated for an Academy Award for her performance in The Lost Daughter and won an Olivier Award for her performance as Sally Bowles starred in the 2018 musical film Wild Rose? This one happened to be my hint of the night. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you would have known at some point this evening that Jessie Buckley was going to be your correct answer. Jessie Buckley, your answer for number 10. If you don't already do so, I encourage you to follow me at Trivia Meredith. I will help you out just a little bit every single time that you play with us. Let's check in with our standings. We are halfway through this evening's quiz. As it stands, we've got a tie in 9th place with 18 points between Gravy On, My Wayward Son, We Drink and We Know Things 12, Jackass Incorporated, The Rubber Yolks, We Drink and We Know Things 17, 69, Kim Jong Kardashian, and The Quizlamic State. Pardon me, I skipped something there. At some point, it went from 18 points to 19 points, but you can see it. This is a formality, and we all know it. Tied for the lead. 3 teams right now have perfect scores, 20 for 20. We Drink and We Know Things 22, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. Our third category of the evening, we are talking all about trees on our minds in this round. Let's do it. Round 3, round tree. Question number 1. Chad Michael Murray and James Lafferty played half-brothers Lucas and Nathan Scott on what teen drama that ran for 9 seasons from 2003 through 2012? That TV series you may know better as One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill ran for quite a while. Not sure if those brothers made it through the whole series. I know at least one of them didn't. Question number 2. What country that borders the eastern Mediterranean Sea has a flag with a green cedar tree in its center, representing the country's resilience and independence? That country that has a green cedar tree at its center of the flag. It's Lebanon. Lebanon, your correct answer for number two. Question number three. What artist with the 2011 single 21st Century Girl, who is a co host of Red Table Talk, shares a first name with a type of tree? A co host of Red Table Talk, as well as singer of the 2011 song 21st Century Girl. It's Willow Smith. Willow Smith, 63% of you got that one correct. Question number four. What semi autobiographical novel by Betty Smith centers on the adolescent Francie and the Nolan family who live in Williamsburg in the 1910s? That Betty Smith book is called A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, is your correct response for number four. Question number five in our trees themed round. Overshadowed by events surrounding the film's release, the 2022 movie Don't Worry, Darling featured what actor as Frank, the founder of Victory Headquarters and its company town where the film takes place? Did Harry Styles spit on him? We may never know. Your correct answer is Chris Pine. Chris Pine, your correct response for number 5. Question number 6. The past 22 consecutive Winter X Games have been held in what ski resort town? The county seat and largest city in Pitkin County, Colorado. The Winter X Games take place in a little place called Aspen, where the beer flows like wine. 85% of you got that one correct. Question number 7. The 1899 musical composition Maple Leaf Rag was an early work by what American composer known as the King of Ragtime? The Maple Leaf Rag by the King of Ragtime, better known as Scott Joplin. Joplin, your answer for number 7. 3 more questions in this round, then we're moving into our final round of the evening, the picture round. Here's number 8. Formerly found at the corner of 131st Street and Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard, the Tree of Hope was cut down in 1934, but its stump is a fixture at what New York City theater? Performers often rub the stump for good luck before performing. The theater in which you can find the stump of the Tree of Hope is the Apollo Theater. Apollo, your answer for number 8. Question number 9. When describing the layers of a rainforest, what word is used for the layer of tree line that is above the understory but below the emergent layer? This word also describes an ornamental cloth that is hung over a bed or a throne. Can you hear it? The heat is on. It's whistling in the background. Nearly everybody got this one right. You call that layer of a rainforest the canopy. And question number 10. Melaleuca alternifolia is the scientific name of what Australian tree? It produces an essential oil that has grown in popularity for treating skin conditions like acne, and while it sounds like an herbal drink, don't consume it. It's toxic. Nothing like a super tough question to close out the round. If you put tea tree, you got that one correct. Tea tree, as in tea tree oil. That does bring us to the end of this round. One round left to go, the picture round. Right now, we've got a tie in 10th with 26 points. J&J, the Quizlamic State, Why Not Zoidberg, and Team 578. In 9th with 27, Gravy On, My Wayward Son. Tied in 6th with 28, The Rubber Yolks, We Drink and We Know Things 12, and Kim Jung Kardashian. Tied in 2nd place with 29 points, We Drink and We Know Things 17 and 69. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. And in the lead, all on their lonesome, the only team with a perfect score as we head into the picture round. 30 for 30. We Drink and We Know Things 22. It's on, everyone. Before we get to our final round, stick around after tonight's game. The movie quiz is coming up next. You can get signed up at 9 o'clock Eastern time at play.themoviequiz.com. We do share a Twitch channel, so you will see the images pop up here as soon as I wrap up. But if you want to interact with the game, which I very much encourage you to do, it's really fun. I might stick around and play. I hope I get to tonight. Go to play.themoviequiz.com to get signed up. Also, reminder, the virtual championship is coming up 1 week from today. That is Wednesday, the 6th of December at 8 o'clock Eastern time. RSVP commish at nyctrivialeague.com. Also, I want to point out to you all, next week, our virtual championship is going to be 1 hour in length, like our usual game here. So not a supersized game. We're going to keep it a nice, tight 1 hour game because the movie quiz is coming up after our championship next Wednesday. Let's dive into our final round of the night, the picture round, which is in the category of famous bears. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of famous bears, be they real or fictional. It is your job to identify the character or person's name based on the image that you see. You're going to have 5 minutes to work on this round. Inside of each image, you'll find a number from 1 through 10. Underneath those 10 images are 10 numbered blanks. So put your answers in the correct order. When your 5 minutes expire, we'll go over the correct answers, see how you did, and then we've got one final question of the night, a tiebreaker question to close out the game. Here we go, everybody. Looking for the names of these famous bears. We are halfway through the picture round looking for the name of the famous bear. Could be a human with a name, could be a character or group of characters. You get the idea. In 2 minutes and 30 seconds, it will be time to officially submit your responses. Then we'll see how you did and move into our tiebreaker question. It's about that time. If you haven't done so already, please click that button that says submit answers. Send your bear names over my way. An excellent idea being cocaine bared next season. Possible. I will keep it in mind. Click submit answers. We'll see how you did in just a moment. Image number one from the Jungle Book. That character is Baloo. Baloo is your answer. Image number two. Yes, he is from Yogi Bear, a fellow liver in Jellystone Park, but that's Boo Boo, Boo Boo Bear. Image number three. That's Fozzie Bear. Thinking back to last season, it's come back, everyone. You have just been Muppeted. It happened, everybody. Our next image here, that is Smokey, Smokey the bear. Followed by image number five, Bear Grylls. Image number six, those are the Berenstain Bears. Image number seven, it's Winnie the Pooh. Number eight from Kung Fu Panda, it's Poe. Image number nine is Paddington Bear. And image number 10 of Da Bears fame, it's Mike Ditka. How'd you do? Let's find out. We've got one more question to go. Our tiebreaker, as always, is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response to the tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you're part of a tie, whoever's closer is going to break that tie. We'll post the results for our top 15 or so teams on our Instagram as soon as we're able to do so. Let's check it out. Your final question tonight. The late 70s, early 80s variety show, The Muppet Show, ran for how many episodes? Place your best guess. Stick around after the game, everybody. Reminder, the movie quiz is coming up as soon as we wrap up over at play.themoviequiz.com. Hope you play this evening. A ton of fun. RSVP for the virtual championship coming up next week by emailing commish@nyctrivialeague.com. The Muppet Show ran for 120 episodes. 120, your correct answer for the tiebreaker. Thanks so much for playing this evening, everyone. Let's check out the final scores of the evening. Congrats to our top teams. Finishing up tonight in a tie for 14th place with 35 points, Jackass Incorporated, Catman Don't, and Team 578 tied in 10th with 36, J&J, the Quizlamic State, Why Not Zoidberg, and Team 578. In 9th with 37, Gravy on My Wayward Son. In a tie for 6th with 38, the Rubber Yolks, We Drink and We Know Things 12, and Kim Jung Kardashian. Tied in 2nd with 39 points, We Drink and We Know Things 17, and We Drink and We Know Things 69, as well as 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. And our winners tonight with 40 points, a perfect score, We Drink and We Know Things 22. Thank you all so much for playing with us tonight. It has been a blast hosting for you, as per usual. I am Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you so much to Peter for helping to put this quiz together, as well as the rest of our writing team. Thank you, Cullen, for making this possible. Thank you to Murr for creating the software that you all played the quiz on.